Disgust begins as a recoil, a visceral pulling away from something that feels contaminated, unsafe, or morally wrong. It shows up by a tightening in the stomach, a curl of the lip, or an instinctive urge to distance yourself. Disgust is the emotional signal that something violates your sense of purity, safety, or integrity. It moves quickly and instinctively. Disgust doesn't ask you to think, it asks you to withdraw. It can arise from physical triggers, but also from behaviors, choices, or dynamics that feel toxic or degrading. Disgust is the boundary that says, this is not for me. The light side of disgust is protection. It helps you recognize harmful environments, unhealthy dynamics, or behaviors that violate your values. In its light, disgust becomes discernment, a clear signal that something is unsafe, unclean, or out of alignment. The shadow side of disgust appears when protection becomes judgment, when you project disgust onto other people instead of behaviors, when disgust turns into shame, moral superiority, or rejection of complexity. In its shadow, disgust becomes dehumanization, a force that strips others of dignity and reduces them to what repels you. Beneath both light and shadow, disgust is trying to protect your need for safety, your desire for integrity, and your fear of contamination. Physical, emotional, or moral. Disgust arises because something in you is trying to keep you safe from what feels harmful or degrading. To work with disgust, begin by noticing the instinctive recoil without immediately acting from it. Ask whether the disgust is pointing to a real boundary or an inherent belief. Separate the behavior from the person. When you meet disgust with awareness instead of avoidance, it becomes a guide rather than a weapon. Disgust is not here to make you cruel. It is here to help you recognize what feels unsafe or misaligned. When you honor both its light and its shadow, you learn how to protect yourself without devaluing others, and how to navigate discomfort with clarity and compassion.